Hi guys, so we are going to go to Japan from Chennai and we are going to show you everything we do for the first time in Japan. We are going to show you what are the things we are exploring, show you about their culture, from travels to get food, what are the things we are going to try. We will show you in this video, so please stay tuned to know more about our travel. Thank you. So we are in Singapore airport right now for the layovers. That's around for a half hour, and I don't know what we are going to do now. So it is already like around 5 a.m. in the morning, and we have the flight to look at 8 a.m. So we are going to show you whatever we see here, and please stay tuned. Thank you. This is Terminal 2 at Changi Airport, and see how cute they have decorated it with full of plants. And for the very first time I was really happy to have a long layover, and then I took the SkyTrain to Terminal 3 to watch the most iconic beauty of the Changi Airport, which is the Jewel. I did not have the transit visa, so I couldn't actually watch it from the arrivals, but from the SkyTrain it was so good. And now I can able to understand why this airport is called as the most beautiful airport in the world. See how gorgeous it is, and I really wish I had the transit visa to watch it from the arrivals, but this is simply wow. So guys, we just landed in Tokyo and we are going to check in our first day at Tokyo, which is in Akasaka, and the hotel name is APA Pride, which is located just opposite to the Prime Minister's office in Tokyo. So this place looks very expensive, but it is a lot less cheaper than how it actually looks like. And here the check-in, check-out process, everything is so simple and it is all done by yourself. So this is how the hotel room looks like, which is very compatible, and most of the stays in Japan are not too spacious. The main reason why we booked this hotel is because of the onsen. So onsen is something like a hot water swimming pool bath where you can just go and take a bath privately after walking 20k plus steps in a day. You really needed that. And here comes my favorite part of the stay. So this is my teki guy, which gets turned on after you sit on it, and it gets warm and all the bidet feature turns on. So here you can decrease or increase the water pressure, and this is something I'll be really missing after coming back from Japan. We checked in and then we came out for a dinner at Ginza, and we tried the most authentic ramen. So I'm going to show you how it looks like. We were waiting for almost more than 1 hour to get into this restaurant. So when you are ordering here, no one else speaks to you, and you will be filling out in a paper whatever you want for the spicy levels, and for the add-ons, everything you will be filling out in a paper, and you will be giving it to the person in your own separate cabin. So here it feels very private when you are eating, even if you don't know how to use the chopsticks. It was really good because no one else can see you. And this is the most authentic ramen you will ever try, and it was really good. This is our day 2 in Tokyo, and we spent most of our time in Akasaka. We tried wearing this traditional old Japanese dress called kimono, and it costed around 4,000 yen per person for the rental. It was really good to wear this Japanese dress and to walk along this Akasaka streets. We tried a lot of Instagram viral foods over here. We also tried our first matcha latte after arriving here in Japan for the first time. Then we went to Sensoji temple. So here we could see how Japanese people follow their traditions and how people do prayers to their gods, and we also see people drawing their omikuji to find out their fortune. Anyone can see their fortune by drawing this omikuji, but at first you have to put 100 yen coin, and then you start shaking this box all around, and you'll be getting a stick outside this box. So there will be a number on the stick which will be written in Japanese, so you have to find out for the same number in the boxes in front of you. So you have to open the box with the same number, and that will be a sheet of paper which gives you your fortune, whether it is good, bad or medium. So the next stop is Shibuya. We came directly from Akasaka to Shibuya, and here we can see a lot of skyscrapers, and we could see a lot of people who are so crazy about the Shibuya crossings. And you can see how the city looks like. It is so cool and it is so techy. Now I can really understand why people say Japan is living in future. So the metros in Tokyo are very well connected, and you will find it in every 3 minutes. Follow the Google Maps and follow the simple signs on the metro stations to come out on the correct exit. So this is the third day in Tokyo, and we planned on a day trip to Mount Fuji, but the weather was really bad and it started raining so heavily, and I really doubt we could see the Mount Fuji today. We can see Mount Fuji only 80 days in a year, and now I really doubt I could see it today. It was around 9 a.m. in the morning, so this is the first stop we had to see the Mount Fuji from one of the viewpoints from the shrine, but we couldn't see anything except for the clouds and the rains. And the second stop is Osaka, which is again a beautiful park, and it was around 1 p.m. in the afternoon, so we had our lunch and then we came to this park. Again, this is another viewpoint to see her, but still the rain didn't stop. Okay, at this point, I'm just crying out like this baby for not seeing her today. But the good thing is the rain stopped and the weather started to get clear. And out of nowhere, we just spotted this. Is this something that we were waiting to see from the morning? Is this Mount Fuji? Oh my god, yes, that is her. See how beautiful it looks, and she just came out of nowhere and she literally surprised us. And that's one of the happiest and the shocking moments of the day. Like, we couldn't imagine that we'll be seeing her today, but surprisingly we saw her and we are so happy. We came back to Tokyo Station after finishing our day trip to Mount Fuji, and this is the place where we got in bus and they dropped us back here. In case if you want to book a Mount Fuji day trip from Tokyo Station, please book it through Klook app, or you can use Getter Guide as well, but book it in advance so that the tickets are not sold out. This is our day 4 in Nagano station, and we came from Tokyo to Nagano through bullet train, and it was really a very good experience. And today we are going to explore Nagano city, and we are going to try out a lot of street foods. So yes, let's see how it goes. So we are now on our way to Zenkoji temple, and there are a lot of street foods just in front of the temple, and it is all a must try. You can find all these Instagram viral street foods over here. There was this shop which is all sweet potatoes, where you can find creme brulee sweet potatoes, ice creams made out of sweet potatoes, and this is one of that, like, which is called as Mont Blanc, and it was really delicious. So it is like a must try when you come here. Thank you. You can use these. Yes. The city looked so cute. It was filled with lots of people, and especially the weather on that day was really great. We went to Zenkoji shrine and then the museums. We spent almost half of the day near this place, and we tried a lot of street foods over here, and especially the rice cakes was really amazing. Then we came to our lunch. We tried our first soba noodles over here, and honestly I didn't like this noodles. Then we just came out, we started exploring the cities, and it was very empty. It was very less crowded compared to Tokyo, and most of the people here doesn't know English, and most of the time we were using Google Translate. It was a very good experience, I would say, and we really like the countryside of it. Nagano, it's so cute you are. And in the evening we just rented bicycles and we started cycling, watching the mountains. So it was a very, very peaceful day, and we really enjoyed it. Today it's day 5 and this is the day we have been waiting for so long. So the reason why we stayed in Nagano is just for this day. So we had planned on a day trip from Nagano to Tateyama snow wall, and I really wanted to visit this place because it's filled with full of mountains and snow. So being a mountain person enjoying the snow, this place feels like it's just for me. So you are watching Tokyo skyscrapers one day and the next day you are here watching this kind of scenic beauty. So this feels so unreal and I was really enjoying this day because it is like how I expected to be, and it was so nice. So it cost a little bit more, and also it took a lot of time to come here. It was not that easy to come, so we took around 4 different modes of transport from Nagano station to come here, and also it costed around 25,000 INR per person. So we booked it through Get Your Guide, but it's really worth it. So we then came back to Nagano around 7 p.m. in the evening, and then there was a flower festival going on in the streets of Nagano, so I'm just sharing you some.
The dawn paints gold on the mountain's crown, while rivers whisper truth as they flow down. Entwine with the trees that stand, knotted in time by nature's hand.
I came to Kyoto in the afternoon and I didn't do much on the day because I really wanted to see the Tamil Nadu election results, who wins the election. I was into YouTube channels for like whole day for the very first time, coming out for a trip and watching this kind of news channels is very new to me. But I was very excited, very happy to see the results. My tummy is so full. I don't even want to have dinner after seeing the results, but yes, then I just stepped out of the room, started roaming the streets. Kyoto, you made my day. The next day I took a bullet train from Kyoto to Osaka to visit the Universal Studios Japan. So it is like a must visit for me, and it took around 30 minutes to come here from Kyoto station. It was so crowded that day because it was a Golden Week holiday in Japan, and honestly that was not a right time to go to USJ because you need to wait at least 1 to 1.5 hours to get into any of the rides. First we went to Hollywood Dream and we took the front side roller coaster, and after waiting that long, when you just step into the ride, the moment when you feel the rush, the thrill, like everything is worth waiting for. So yes, it was so nice. And then we tried the flying dinosaurs. I would say that's my top one when it comes to adrenaline rush, and that's my favorite ride in USJ. So it is so thrilling, it is so scary, and yes, I really loved the ride in flying dinosaurs. And then we also tried the Space Fantasy. So it is a new ride in USJ, so it's like completely a different experience. You'll be riding a roller coaster inside a space, like watching the planets and the stars. So it is so great as well. And then like we came back again to Hollywood Dream and we took the backside roller coaster, and that's it, the day is over. So we are in day 8 in Japan and it is almost the end of the trip now. So right now we are in Kyoto's Arashiyama bamboo forest, and this place is filled with full of bamboo trees, and there is a shrine nearby which is called as Tenryuji shrine. So even though there are lots of people crowded, it felt so quiet and so peaceful to be here. So we did a little bit of boating as well near to this bamboo forest. So you can just take out a boat, you can rent out the boat, and it costed around 2000 yen for 1 hour, but it is really worth to do a boating, watching the scenic beauty of Kyoto's Arashiyama bamboo forest. But yes, like it is a proper touristic spot. Again, you can find all kind of shops over there. Like you can try out a lot of Japanese food as well if you want. And in case if you're planning on a day trip from Kyoto to Arashiyama, it takes only 20 minutes to come here, and this is like a must visit place from Kyoto. So we are back to Kyoto station and we are leaving to Tokyo today. I already started missing Kyoto, so bye bye Kyoto. But here comes the exciting part. So I have booked a green car ticket in Japan's fastest bullet train, which is Nozomi. It takes only 2 hours and 15 minutes to go to Tokyo. Can you imagine that? Like 450 kilometers is the distance between Tokyo and Kyoto, and it takes only 2 hours and 15 minutes to go here. Yes, it is so fast, it is so unreal. Like you can able to feel the speed of this train when you are sitting inside, and you can also check that online as well. It was showing 285 kilometers per hour. It is so fast, and I really wish I could have this kind of fast trains in India as well, because it makes a lot of people's lives so easy. So guys, this is officially our last day of our Japan trip, and I'm going to go to Tokyo Skytree today, and I'm going to show you how the city looks like from the top of the Skytree. So this place is like a proper touristic spot where you can find a lot of souvenir shops and food shops, but it is all very costly compared to outside. But still this place looks very much vibing, and see how cute they have made the decorations over here. So in case if you get a chance to come during the sunset time, then please do not miss it out, because watching the skyscrapers during the sunset time or during the night time is really beautiful. And I had to come in the afternoon because I just booked the tickets a week back and I couldn't find any of the sunset slots. So please book it at least 1 or 2 months back when you are planning on a trip, and I will share you all the details of the booking, where I have been staying so far and what are the places I have been visited, and everything I'll just share you in the description. And also I'll show you how did I make the itinerary for this Japan trip. So thanks a lot for watching. Please subscribe if you like the video, and please comment if you have any questions. I'll be very happy to share the information what I have. Thanks a lot for watching and have a good one.